Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, good. Let's add that then, and let's get this on. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all well. Just going live now, just going to get some of the information to share with everybody, so that way we can get it out there. And that's that done. Let's get this on. Let's forward that message to there as well. And then we're going to go here. Also live via YouTube. Okay, let's add this. Get that on there as well. And forward that to there. Let's get this over to here. And then what we'll do is we will post some of this stuff as well out to, to social media. That way it's done then, and it's easier to make sure that everybody's going to be, all good. So let's get that. So let's copy this here, and that's that one. One there. Oh, edit and go to everyone. And then we'll go here as well. So we've got that. Copy there. Get it out to everybody. That's done as well. So we can go here. And we can go to share there. And actually do this and take a screenshot. That would help, wouldn't it? If we took a screenshot. Yes, one there. Done. Save that and go to social media. Hello, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. We are live. Let's plug that in. Let's get a decent colour scheme going on. Something bright and funky. There we go. Let's put that like that. And let's go here live now via Zoom and or YouTube. Send that. Send. Done. Let's get some people on the logged in. Yes. Let's get this party started. Okay. Where are we with this? Get on the euro dollar first, I think. Could you go over the euro dollar trade I posted in the Telegram? Yes, you read my mind, or I read yours. Or it's just that great minds think alike. Mr. Reynolds, sir. How are you? Are you winning? Oh, test computer audio, sign in to start here. Oh, okay, so if I don't do that, let's show everyone everything. This is a nightmare, this thing. Right, good. Right, let's get that on the go. Let's see if we can share that as well. Let's share as post. And make it smaller. We can share that, can't we? We are live now. Good, done. That's as good as it's going to get. Is it logged in? Right, it's logging in. Okay. It's taking ages. Share screen. Get advanced going on. Get that on. Get that there. Participants here, admit all. Yeah, it's rock and roll. Okay. Tyson Fury, how are you?
I'm good. I mean, I'm good. I made a silly mistake, but I was only risking 0.5%, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Too early with that. Oh, long or short? I haven't looked at your chart yet, Danny Reynolds. Long or short euro dollar? There was too many messages to look, so I thought we'll just do a live session and we'll go through things and analyse it and just do that. Tyson, what did you make a mistake on?
Uh, I love to trade Euro GPY. So wait, could you pull up the chart so I can?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do we'll do each one, and we will do yes we'll do. Let me get that on there. We'll do euro dollar first. Long or short euro yen? Long or short on euro yen?
I took a short from the
Okay.
50 fib level, and it would have hit 1 R. It would have hit 2 R right now,
All right.
but it was going a bit in my favor, and
Ah,
I
okay.
just trailed my stop loss too fast.
Okay.
It wicked me out.
Okay. Okay. So I think first and foremost, like both of you going short on the euro when it's bullish. That's the first mistake, or not a mistake, because trading is subjective. But it is more about understanding that why trade against a trend? The trend's your friend. Unless you have a 764, something prominent that's going to tell you to go against the trend, and we've got some momentum taking it the other way. Appreciate that. Better to sit on your hands and wait for that move to set up to go long. Like yesterday, pound pairs, prime example of sitting on your hands, few days, understand there's divergence, take a little bit to the downside if you want to get on it, and just wait for that move. That move up was so strong. You saw it with the trend, it went up. It went up, it was effortless. You see the difference, the notable difference between a counter trend move and a trending move. The difference is tenfold in terms of how it moves, how quick it moves. Just and that's just so nice to trade. But yeah, there you go. Let's explore it. So a couple of things I wanted to highlight. Look short on a daily. Did it? Yeah, I can't see it being short. I don't see it short on a daily. We had a bullish candle yesterday on the euro dollar, so I don't know how you say that's shorts when it was a bullish move yesterday, and it was just sitting there this morning. I remember looking at it this morning. I mean, I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. I was looking at it, and it had yet to make the move, but it had yesterday's bullish movement and was sitting there ready to potentially explode again to the upside. So I don't really see where bearish move came into it. It wasn't bearish off the back of yesterday's move.
Plus, I
Cor-
did send you. I
corrective
just send you my Euro GPY chart, so you can maybe see
Euro
why I
JPY.
went short.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We'll have a look at that in a second. DeLorean's gracing us with his presence. The great DeLorean. Hello.
Sir, we are not worthy. We are not worthy.
You've been busy. It took you a few months to lift that weight off the floor, did it? Okay, that's all right. Fair enough. He's a fitness
Oh dear.
instructor. He reckons he's a trainer. Yeah.
I, I've been fooling a lot of people with that.
Excellent. That's all right then.
Claim.
That's good. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Um.
No, I'm back. I'm,
Oh, you're
yeah.
back. You're back with a vengeance. Excellent. Okay. Well, we're gonna go over some.
I am back. Yeah.
I was looking overall rather than. Okay, so we're exploring euro dollar. Some interesting points being raised. So, Mr. Reynolds, you said you were looking at overall. When you say overall, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Looking at a daily, weekly, monthly, or what's overall? What chart was giving you an impression that it was bearish? Does that ain't seem no bearish yet overall? overall, I'm seeing is bullish with some notable pullbacks, and it's lagging behind the pound dollar and pound pairs, which have been really nice and really bullish. And this euro dollar is just dragging its heels a little bit, and we just had that lovely pump up again on pound pairs. So where is everybody? Where is everybody today? Where are you all today? Let's do a live session and go over all your trades from today. Come on, peeps. Where are you? Right, oh, that's not going to work, is it? Of course, not going to work like that, because that's not. You have to type properly. Typo. Let's try that. There we go. Maybe that'll work now. Here we go. It's just kicked in. Fantastic. Right, yes, so several candles previous showing downward movement. So what time frame, Danny? What time frame are we saying? The several candles previous showing. Okay, yeah, everyone's on YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube. Oh, good. Mr. Girotto. That is an Italian name, if ever I've heard of an Italian name. That's a great Italian name. Don't mess with Angelo. He's hardcore. He's proper mafioso, gangster. Right, so what we're saying, price never broke the previous. Yeah, I know. What time frame are you looking at, though? What time frame are we looking at? Price never broke the previous high, etc. on the 22nd. Okay, yeah. So things are not just going to go up in a straight line, and it's going to pull back a little bit. And but yeah, what time frame are you looking at? Looking at daily. Okay, so daily. You reckon daily is bearish? So let's have a look at daily on the. Yeah, have a look at daily. Let's analyse it and see. Right, good. So, euro dollar. We're on a euro dollar, and we're seeing a lovely pump at the moment. It's always when I come online, because you understand I'm Mr. Market here, that, I am the markets after all. I come online and everything starts to move. You see that? Look, pound pairs, pound yen, pound dollar, pound CAD bouncing, pound New Zealand, pound Aussie. They've all been bearish this morning, and they're all just pumping. So yeah, when we look at this daily, look at this daily chart on the euro dollar. I'm trying to understand where you're thinking it's bearish on a daily, because if you start looking at these high time frames on a daily chart, and you go to a weekly and a monthly, they're all. And here we have an inverted head and shoulders where we've made a lower high. A higher low. And look, if we trend line, look, higher low. There's a high, look, double bottom, boom, let's go. Pullback, corrective pullback. 50% of this move, it's 50% of this move, I can tell you that without looking at it. Just, it's pullback, it's 50%. Stab down, wash and rinse, reversal, boom, let's go. Pullback, correction, what is that, 61.8 of that move. Boom, let's go. It's so funny, isn't it, when you know. When you know. That's what they say, isn't it? That seems to be the flavour of the month. When you know. It's just, yeah. So, yeah, yeah, there you go. Simple explanation without really applying anything to it. Hopefully that clears up the whole misunderstanding, shall we say. Yes. Yeah, perhaps there is a bit of a delay in the chat with YouTube. Strange that. But yeah, there we go. So hopefully you've gotten that now. It's caught up and it's telling you. Let's have a little look at. We did have some divergence. To be fair, look, we had divergence on the daily, which was in line with pretty much every dollar-related pair, and that's why we were short on. We took a counter trend divergence move. This was nice. We did call this as well. Euro dollar short last week, down to 120. 120.11 actually broke through that, went to 119.50 area. And my target was, I think it was 119.80, so that was really nice, no drama. But yeah, bullish, corrective pullbacks, lagging. Look for 124. Just look for it to make its way back up to 124. No funny business. Hopefully that will make sense when it comes to euro dollar. And let's show you it in some Technicolor. Let's have a look at euro dollar on this. This was interesting. Yeah, let's have a look at it on the 4 hour. Yes, let's show you this range. You see this range here? Yes. Let's mute that, thank you. Get this on here, 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, making those higher lows. Get a trend line just to keep you, you know, looking at this range that I've just identified on the daily with zoom down. At no point is it saying it's bearish. But what you can do is with the price action, yeah, I mean, look, you could do that for argument's sake. Just as a rough kind of way of just giving you a marker, if you like. It's certainly subjective when it comes to using different forms of support and resistance, and it's not an exact science, and all the rest of it. That's why I keep preaching about these fib levels, because fibs are so much more precise. Look at the precision on the way it's pulled back to that 50%. It dipped below, but then it was quick to come back up off there. So again, not an exact science, but good enough to tell you that we have some, you know, we have some support there, and it's made a gallant effort to stab down to around 1950, which is a really nice move. So that was the divergence related corrective pullback. 50%, half. It's given back half of this initial move to the upside. Now it's done that correction. We have an inverted head and shoulders. There's the left shoulder. There's the head. There's the right shoulder, which confirmed. Long. Take it up. You know, it's got a break. The first target is where it's at now. 121.40 area. 35, I believe. 121.35 was a good area this morning. And so then if it can break this previous structure that's currently here, which it might drag its heels, and it's a Friday, you know, see what happens with the US traders, but certainly we'd like to see it eventually break up and out and start retracing up. So you want to measure this range now. You want to drill down and focus on this, all of that. That's our interest now, especially if we're looking at this inverted head and shoulders. So let's explore that. Let's go on to a 1 hour chart, and I just wanted to show you this. This is kind of nice. Gangsters losing today. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. Win more, and you're okay. This was interesting. Yeah, somebody was highlighting this. I think it was probably you again, Danny. Was it someone? Danny, was it you, Danny? You know, remember when you took this last little low as a point, and you were looking for a 7.6? Was that yourself looking for a 7.64? Somebody was looking at the 7.64 of this range. This strong pullback to buy it back up, and it did bounce off the 764. Just in case people are not clear what we were talking about, I'm going to show you quickly. Let's scrunch this up a little bit. Let us, again, these fibs are dynamic. To remind people, what does that mean? Well, dynamic means that you don't just place your fibs one time and away you go. You're constantly using these, placing them on the highs and the lows, and you change it, and yeah, there you go. So yeah, you're a little bit off the mark at the minute, but that's okay. It's going to come with practice, and you're going to, you'll get there. You're going to get it. Don't worry about it. Because here you were right. Okay, so here you've established that it's dropped back quite sharply. So note what I'm saying, quite sharply to the 76.4. Why is it doing that? Oh, have I got the wrong one on? Maybe. What does that do if I tick that? Nothing. Okay, forget that. You can see it anyway. You can see this is what we're looking at. This 764 is what I'm interested in. So we had this sharp move down, but you have to appreciate it's a sharp push. It's a sharp push, right? So sharp move. If it finds the support of 764, which it did, and you had an EMA coming along there as well, 200 EMA no less on the 1 hour. So intraday, really nice price action. It's toying with you here, and it's gonna test this area. It's tested the area. 764 strategy, apply it. It goes long. You chuck your stop in underneath the lows that it's made. That's fine. That's the 764 strategy in play, and it's going up. Right, you tuck your stop in here, so your risk is small. It's manageable. With this move up, you then want to move your stop up to your entry. Now, if your entry is around that 764 area, this should be a stress-free, risk-free trade, and even This is why I have two targets, a T1 and a T2. I'd even look to take some profit off that move, because that move there was at least 20 plus pips. Just that as a T1 is quite nice, because you're looking at this range. So if you're saying that this is going to go up here, you know, it's going to take its time, it's going to drag its heels, so it could do that, pull back, keep going, and eventually get up there. It didn't. It broke. So when it broke, you would get stopped out for break even. You don't let this run. You don't let it run, and you don't lose money on it. That's the beautiful thing about that 764 strategy. It allows you to get in at a precise entry point. And in terms of stop management, it allows you to put your stop here somewhere, just underneath this price action. Because the 764 is providing you that line in the sand where you either buy or sell off. And that's the good thing about it. So it helps you manage your risks. Then you don't just say, oh, I don't know where to put my stop. Should I put it down here? Should I put it below this low? I'm like, no, just tuck it in underneath. Allow price to finish its move. And if we get a reaction, which we did, and a push up, tuck your stop in underneath. And so, you know, when we do that, and then we go back to our fibs and we say, what are fibs? They're dynamic. Okay, what does that mean? Well, we need to move them. We need to replot them now. We need to monitor. I want to monitor that move up, that potential move up that we're going to have. Let's monitor it. Let's get rid of these. Let's get these off. And then let's plot our fibs again. But our fibs this time are going to be on this. So immediately it's made that bounce up, and this is an hour time frame. Okay, so you have an hour, good hour, 2 hours in fact, for you to plot your fibs on this bit of price action. And sure enough, let's just see where we went. We retraced 38.2. But with momentum being so strong to the downside, we continued to go down. And I showed you just where we went in the end. We extended, using that last low, we extended down nicely to those fib extension levels, right down to the 161, which is quite nice. So you can use your fib extensions as a marker on the lower time frames, all the while keeping those fib levels highlighted on the higher time frames, the bigger picture. And then if I show you for simplicity and a bit more, perhaps a bit more clarity, euro dollar, that move down. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take off this fancy split screen, because it's showing the same thing, and let's just look at this. Really nice, really nice. So, you know, we've had that pullback. It's giving you opportunity to take longs here. You could just get in, pull back, buy, next pullback, buy it, next pullback, buy it. Just keep buying them until you get up to maybe 122.55 as an upside target on euro dollar. 122.55. So around 122.50 for argument's sake. From 119.50, 1952, 100 pip move. So we've got a 100 pip move potential to the upside that could be had for definite. First off, T1 on this move. I saw somebody did take a nice move long on the euro dollar today, and yeah, they made their money on this move. Nice. So let's look at that. Yeah, let's look at that. Yeah, bullish. Not seeing any bearish price action at all whatsoever. Let's drill down. Let's look at this in a little bit more detail. That move. Let's then say, what do we got here? The fibs. Again, let's bear with me. It's Friday's chaos. Chaos in the house. Right. Got the workers in. Let's have a look at this. So let's look at this range that we're interested in. This range. So again, dynamic. We're using our fibs. We're working this tool. We're utilising this tool, and we are showing you exactly what's what. 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm saying, yeah, upside. Okay, good. Look for 121.35 area. Bosh! It's just easy money. It's the setups are just coming all the time at the moment. It's going really well. January, February, I can't even say it. These last few months they've been very good. Very good. Price action's been very good. Everything's been respecting really well. Yeah, really good. Yeah, just stick with me. Share your charts. Keep showing your charts, especially in the Telegram group. Share your charts. See what you know. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Just throw them in there for analysis and say, look, this is what I'm looking at. And before you jump the gun and put your money down on it, just ask or just say, look, I'm just going to double check this. Use this opportunity as an extra confluence, if you like, as an added confluence to, message me or use the Telegram group as your added confluence before you risk money. You keep throwing money at this and you guys keep losing it. It's quite annoying because I don't, obviously for me I've been doing it a long time, but it's clear and I'm explaining it and I'm doing these videos and we're doing live sessions and I'm giving you the answers, and then someone like an hour later is doing the complete opposite, or within 12 hours or so many hours you forget and you go off and you go and do your own thing, and it's like, but I've shared it and it's in the signals group and the analysis is there and it's all laid out for you, and all you got to do is look at it. It's like going to buy some furniture from IKEA and trying to do it without the instructions. That's what you guys are doing at the moment. You're trading with no instructions and you're just trying to guess it and wing it. Good luck with that. See how you get on. If that's supposed to be a cupboard, why does it look like a ladder or a stairs, or where's the drawers gone? There's just bits that are missing. So just have a little look. Yes, I have said that, and I'm giving you targets as well. I am giving you everything in terms of breakdown, analysis. It's just simple. It's so simple. Look at what price is doing every time. Look at this. There's your T1. It was a no-brainer. That was a good move. What are we looking at here? That was a decent move, yeah, from 120.20. Likes the 20 number. Decent move, even if you've gotten in today. So, the daily confirmed yesterday. Daily bullish move yesterday. Buy it again today. Take it up. Allow it to finish that move. Let's finish that move. And that's what it's done. It's finished that move. Let's pull these back so you can see again, just in case you're not clear. Let's go on and have a look at the other stuff. What else did you want to look at, guys? You wanted to look at Euro Yen, didn't you? Yeah. So now that's done anyway. T1's done. Don't start getting all excited now and start pumping your house and putting your house on the market to buy euro dollar. It's done the first move. What's it going to do here? It might put in another correction. It might drop again. Don't get too excited. It's like you have this moment of like, oh, eureka moment. I know what I'm doing now. I can see. And straight in. So, bosh, without really planning your trade. It might do that. And then it might do that. So it might go on a bit of a stop hunt first. And euro dollar's it's good for this. It's the most liquid. So it might just faff about, before getting up. It might do that. And then what you end up doing is buy here, bosh, it stops you out. It goes up and you thought, oh, look, it's going up without me. Buy here, bosh, it stops you out. And your timing is off or something, so just be sure you have a plan. Look at the bigger picture. There's your T2 now. It's 122.55. It's Friday, so it may stall at this 121.60 area. Keep an eye on it. Buy the dips. Let it buy the dips. Good opportunities here. Look, this was a 618 pullback. Buy it. That was a clear pullback. So look for these obvious pullbacks. Look for these very obvious and apparent pullbacks. And you can't go too far wrong, because it means your stop is going to be somewhere here. You're not risking too much. You're not committing. But you don't buy it up here when it's just hit T1. Again, just to be clear on that. So next one, Euro Yen. Okay, Euro Yen. Lovely. It's good. That's why we do these live sessions. And that's why this is why we can break things down for you. I'm going to do gold as well. Yeah, I'm going to do gold. I'm going to do pound pairs, Bitcoin as well. But, yeah, let's have a look at everything else that's going on here. So we have the corrective pullback as well. This is a classic one, isn't it? So if you look at price action here, you'll see this price action so many times, where you have the consolidation, and then you have like it sucks you in a little bit, false breakout, then it drops. And what's good about this is that we had the weekend. This is daily. The weekend from the Friday to the Sunday night opening, we slightly gapped down on daily. So the good thing about that is that we have this kind of move. So it goes up, down, pulls back, so sucks in here, fake breakout, false breakout to the downside, liquidity grab, and off it goes. We commented about this price action yesterday on gold as well, and it did exactly what we said it was doing, explained why it was doing it. And this is just experience that will tell you certain things about price and the behaviour, because it's just stuff that you end up seeing it. So consolidation, when something's like consolidating, I know this is a daily, but when it's consolidating, you have to wait for it to decide. You could make money on this move down for sure, but the move is with the bullish intention that Euro's been giving us. Euro yen and pound yen have been bullish. Euro dollar, pound dollar have been bullish. They've all been moving well together as a family, as a unit. So to go against them sometimes is just it's not sensible, is it? You need a bit of common sense. It's a bit risky. And I think sometimes people are taking trades just because they're looking at a 15-minute chart, or now I'm forcing people to look at high time frames. And I've one thing I've noticed with that, I've said to people, try and use the higher time frames for your top-down analysis. So start with your monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour and 4 hour being your lowest. And what have people done? They've gone off they've moved up from their 5 minute and their 15 minute and their 30 minute and their 10 minute, and they're looking at the 1 hour. If I'd set the bar high and said use the daily as your lowest, then we'd have everyone on the daily, even though you can use your weekly and your monthly. I've put the hours the lowest, and everyone's now on the hour. Well, what about the 4 hour daily, weekly, monthly? Are you using that? Because if you are, you know what's going on. So I've kind of forced everyone to go on the hour, but everyone's using the hour too much. That seems like you're stuck on the hour at the moment. Every chart I keep seeing is everyone keeps showing me their trades and setups on a 1 hour, which is great, I suppose, for your entry. But and I'm not saying that you're not doing it. You might be doing it. You might be looking at your high time frames for sure. You're not showing any high time frames, so I don't know. But the way that people are putting trades on and trading and looking at price action. Yeah, it's happening now in this hour, but it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening on the higher time frames. We're bullish on the higher time frames. So we've come down here to test previous structure. Euro yen. Euro yen is bullish. What else do you want me to say? It's bullish. Same with the euro dollar. What's euro pound doing? Euro pound is correlated perfectly with pound dollar. So I want it to get down to here. I said this yesterday. 85.70 for my 764 to get down there, so that's allowing plenty of scope for it to get up and hit my target, which is just done today, which I said it would do. So got up to the first 127 extension around 139.80, but you know it's going to gravitate to that 140 area, and that's just hit now. So that was always happening. It just was. There was the pullback with divergence. With the divergence, and it's done what I wanted it to do. T1 was to the 127. To the 76.4 at 129.20. Sorry, 139.20. So on euro yen.
Divergence.
Yeah, it might be, but I'm not shorting it. I'm not shorting it on a Friday afternoon. I'm not shorting it on a Friday afternoon. There should have only been longs. Really longs yesterday. Long. What I've shown you this yesterday. We were in this trade yesterday. That you had all day to buy this and take some money off this bullish movement. pretty much all day, hours. In the trading world, hours is an eternity. You should be making money in those few hours and be done for the day and for the week. So be mindful now that it's up here. You know, it has to finish the move. Let it finish. Don't just think, oh, it's done that. Let's put a short on, and then you wonder why it's still going up. So yeah, because you're impatient. So just be careful. And again, you've got to look at higher time frames. It's all bullish. It's all been bullish. It's all bullish. It's all going up. It's all good. It's all doing exactly what we said. Easy money. Trend is your friend. So you're saying, Alex, on a euro yen daily, I understand the liquidity grab and stop hunts on both the top and the bottom before heading up again. After the drop, what price action do you need to see before you take a buy? So look at correlations with other pairs. I say this all the time, often with the euro yen. I don't trade the euro yen on its own. The euro yen is a secondary currency pair. What do I mean by that? Well, primary currency pair in this case would be the euro dollar. So if it's a euro move, you can trade the euro dollar long or short, and you would take the euro yen alongside it as an additional risk, but potential for doubling your profits or making an extra bit of profit. In the same sense, if it's a pound yen move, I'm trading a pound yen. Now, if it's yen related, I'm taking pound yen. I'll take a look at the dollar yen. Rarely do I trade the dollar yen, but I do trade it. But rarely do I. So I'll look at pound yen, dollar yen, and if I want to trade the euro yen because it's a yen move, I'll take that in addition as a secondary pair that I take. But I never trade the euro yen on its own, because the euro yen is not one of those pairs that's independent to a point where it just does what it wants. It is pegged to the other pairs and pegged to the yen, pegged to the euro. If it's a euro move, it will move with the euros, you know, and so on and so forth, like I've just explained. So if you trade euro yen, look at what's going on with dollar yen and look what's going on with pound yen, and just see. So you can see that they're all bullish. Pound's bullish, pound yen's bullish, euro yen's bullish. Dollar yen is having a go to the upside as well. It's bullish, been pulled up. Now you can often see correlations to give you that added confluence. And yeah, thanks. The 764 on the dollar CAD did work out. Yeah, it just took a while, didn't it? It took an extra day. We are seeing that as well. We're seeing extra days. You're saying euro yen for confluence. What would take the buy? Well, you got previous structure here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Sorry, mate.
Could I have an opinion on something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So, like, we all know as a beginner trading, keep your watch list really small,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I I still feel like I have too many pairs on my watch list.
Right. How many have you got?
On it, but I'm only trading gold on. I've got I've got 6, but
So
I'm
halve it.
trading gold because I only trade gold on a demo because
Halve it. Halve it, and
would you say?
yeah, halve it. I don't know. Halve it. What have you got on there? Tell me what they are. You're asking me, but give me some answers, and I can tell you then.
I've got Aussie dollar.
Yep.
I've got pound yen, pound dollar, euro GPY, and pound Aussie and euro USD.
For I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 pound pairs max, and if you have euro pound on there, use the euro pound to look for the correlation if you're trading the pound dollar. So you could have them on there, but have that one. Don't include that on your watch list as a pair you trade, but keep it on there for a correlated pair. Trade the pound dollar, and
Yeah, that's what I have.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, pound Aussie. Do you need the pound Aussie on there and as well? If you're trading the pound dollar, just trade the pound dollar. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't need pound Aussie. My win rate is really low on it anyway, so.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe if you want to reduce it down, just halve it to 3, and obviously have gold. But again, don't include that in your watch list of active trades. Just have it as something, like you say, as something that you like to watch and get familiar with, because it's a beast, and you can't trade that with a 20 pip stop loss like some people try and do, which is just dumb. dumbest thing I see, unless you're a really good trader and you're able to time the entries. Otherwise, you want to, you need to trade that with like a 50 to 100 pip stop. I try and use a 100 pip stop. Or I try and think to myself, I've got to put 100 pips stop on this, and where's the high and where's the low? Yesterday it was roughly about 50 to 60 pips, the stop to short it. Let's move on to gold. Let's have a look at gold quickly, because gold was a good one. So let's drill down to, monthly, weekly, gold bearish. People keep trying to buy gold at the bottom. Give it a chance to find the bottom. Jesus. How many people keep going long on this? It's just, what are you doing? Just shouldn't be trading gold. Have no idea what you're doing. Trying to take longs, and you just don't even have a proper stop loss on it, and it's just craziness. So yeah, there you go. So this was down. This was always going to be down. This was the move down. I've explained it a million times over. 764. 764 of that last high and low. We had that pump up, final pump up. There you go. Let's put the fibs on there. Let's put that 764 on there. Just show you that last move. Bosh! It's powerful. It's just okay. So gold's done its business to the upside. It did the retracement that we looked for, and let's where has it gone? I've lost it. There you are. So gold was bearish. Gold we were shorting. Even yesterday shorted it. Made money shorting it for the last few weeks. Short. Nothing else to be done. Okay, done. So where are we at now? Well, now we've allowed it to go down and test the previous low. So it's come to the end of the week. Let's see how we get on. Let's see what happens on Monday. Let's see if it finds some support here and a massive double bottom. And then let's see if it decides it wants to start going long. But let's allow it to do it first. Let's allow it to show its next move and make its intentions apparent and more and clearer than this. Somebody was saying, oh, it's going to go long yesterday, and I was like, well, I don't think it's done to the downside. I think it might just remain bearish because it hadn't made any gallant effort like this. This was a proper move. This was a nice bullish move, but that last bullish move failed. It was a lower high. Got a trend line here showing you. It was a lower high, so people jump in the gun a little bit. They get a bit too ahead of themselves, and they haven't done. There's not enough confluence for them to justify. It's a counter trend trade because of the current trend on the higher time frames is still bearish. Even if you do look at it from a massive point of view, yeah, it's been bullish, hasn't it? But the last so many months and weeks, it's just been giving it back the double bottom type move. So we put the extension on there. So now that's done, we can keep this on here for reference. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it back because I want to see if it extends further. It might get lower. It might go lower. That last little range. What are we on here? Let's on the weekly. It might extend a little lower. It might start making some new lows, which it did. To be fair, it's gone down to 1760. So nothing more to be done with gold. There's no setup on gold. It's trying to break out to the downside. Allow it. See if it wants to do it. It's trying, but I mean, you wouldn't sell it here, would you? You don't sell it at the low of this move. It's just you don't do that. You've had opportunity enough to sell it. Are we buying it? No, I'm not buying it because it's not bullish yet. Allow it to find some support here and start doing some of this kind of price action, and then we'll review it. So there's nothing on gold. We're just waiting for it to finish off. It's resetting, consolidating. Allow it to do its next move. Okay, pound dollar zoom. I'm going to cut the zoom off now. So you guys want to go on. Go on the YouTube live. It's just easier to talk to everyone on there.
Okay, thank you, Alex, for the live session again.
It's all right. YouTube's on, but it's going to cut off on Zoom. Right, let's go down on pounds. This is pound dollar, isn't it? Pound dollar. I've talked about pound dollar. That's all good. Let's have a look at pound yen. That's the same as pound dollar. Beautiful movement. Look at that. It's so much stronger though. It's just so much more of just a nicer move. I mean, I was thinking about giving it a bigger T2. But yeah, it likes the 13.80 number and it hit 147.80. Well, it missed it by 2 pips. So we just left it. We did trail our stop loss to 147.30 and we didn't get stopped out. So we brought it up to here to the 764, which was my T1. So we had that locked in, and we didn't get stopped out. We almost got stopped out. We almost got stopped out this morning, but it missed it by a smidge. And it's all right actually. It was quite lucky in that respect. But yeah, that's all right. It's good. It was a decent trade nonetheless. There was money to be made. Where's it off to now? It's just made the move. It's just made another move up, another pump up. So you're going to look at high time frame. So that's pound yen. Can't really do much with that. It's because it's unless you were in at the lows in yesterday. Allow it. There's no real divergence. People are trying to trade pound yen, trying to short it. Again, there's not seeing divergence. Not enough. There's not enough happening. It's very bullish, and allow it to finish the move. What else did you say? Oh, you wanted to have a look at. Let's have a look, shall we? You wanted to have a look at dollar CAD, didn't you? Dollar CAD. Is there anything else that you wanted to look at? What else you guys want to look at, guys? Anything else? Because otherwise we're pretty much done, aren't we? What's this? New Zealand yen. Okay, New Zealand yen. That's all right. Good. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's one of those trades, isn't it? That moves slow, but all moving. Yeah. So any yen pair, all moving in sync. Long, bullish. Yeah, someone's in the New Zealand yen. Long, been in it for 2 days. They said that's fine. It's one of those pairs. It moves slower. But yeah, there you go. So what are we doing with this? We said this as well after 764, didn't we? We that was always going to go down. I called this, didn't I, the other day? Bearish momentum. We've done euro dollar. We did it at the start. It's done. It's highlighted. It's been dissected. You can watch the YouTube live session from the very beginning, and you will get this. You'll get the euro dollar. It was the first one that we did. So watch the video from the beginning. Watch this live session from the beginning. Okay, so previously you were mentioning to trade the major forex pairs first before the minor ones. I didn't say trade the majors before the minors. I never said that as such. I didn't actually say that. I didn't say it at all. Actually, I don't know where you got that from. I think you've just jumped the gun a bit there and maybe put that on there. I didn't say that. So for me, I talked about correlation, and so you have dollar-related pairs. Up to you whether you want to trade a major or a minor. Up to you. I trade the pound dollar and the pound yen. I treat them the same. I don't say that the minor, like pound yen, is classed as a minor. I don't class it as anything. It's just a pair trade. I treat it the same as a pound dollar, and if anything, it moves better, and it has been moving better sometimes. So yeah, I trade them both together. What I said is I don't trade the euro pound, but I will have that on for reference because that is directly correlated with pound dollar. So euro pound's going down, pound dollar's going up, and I'm keen to see pound dollar continue to go long until such time that I see the euro pound retrace to this 76.4. So it's at where's it at the moment? 86.46. It's got to get down to 85.70. So it's got to get down there somewhere, which is about 70 pips or so. And this moves quite slow, so allow it to keep an eye on the euro pound. If you want to trade the euro pound short, again, it's up to you. Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah. I think it's difficult, isn't it, with communication, because you're trying to explain it as well. So you'll say, yeah, so the majors and the minors, and I get where you're coming from. But yeah, it's a lot simpler than that. Obviously correlation's so important because you see things correlating all the time. And when things don't correlate, so somebody was asking about gold today because they kept seeing things like the Aussie dollar going up, and they've said, well, Aussie dollar's going up, gold is going down, what's going on? And it's like, well, so when things are not correlating or things are not moving as you would want them to, then you have to kind of maybe don't trade it, or maybe look at why it's not doing that. Have a look. So dollar Swiss and pound New Zealand. Let's have a look at dollar Swiss and pound New Zealand. Okay. So Aussie dollar, the New Zealand dollar, they're all very bullish, very strong. So yeah, Aussie dollar just continues to pump up. 8,000. Are we going to see 8,000? So it's 7,862 at the moment. 7,862, looking for 8,000. That's a good round number. It's about 140 pips away. That's about 3, 4, 5 next week potentially. That's about 3-4 days worth of movement, because that can move every now and then. Let's have a look at pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand. That's got divergence actually showing here. So this might drop with dollar index, dollar pairs. Let's have a look at the dollar index. It's very important because we're making new highs there, and but we are still bearish on this. Someone asked me why did the dollar index drop today? I was a little bit confused by that. To be fair, I think it's bearish. I didn't know how to respond. It's bearish. Retesting the previous low on the dollar index. You can see that on the 4 hour. It's quite nice. Let's have a look at pound New Zealand and pound Aussie are both moving together. Euro Aussie and Euro New Zealand both moving together. All those 4 pairs have been bearish together as a family unit. They've been moving well. So dollar index remains downbeat, remains bearish. I think it has scope to get down to retest 88.25. So that's 200 pips. 200 more points to the downside scope potential. 200 more for dollar weakness to really, really sink in. So we've got a lot of room here. We've got 200 pip potential. Potential, yeah. I mean, see what it does. I mean, it's giving you a head and shoulders here as well when you look at it on the daily. There's a head and shoulders setting up. There's the left shoulder. There's the head. Gapped up, so that was a good opportunity to short it back down again to fill the gap on the right shoulder. That's alright, isn't it? Needs to break this support and then bosh. And if that does that, you're going to see all the other dollar pairs all just fly up. So dollar Swiss is directly correlated. Dollar Swiss is directly correlated with... I'll give you 50 quid if you can tell me what the dollar Swiss is correlated with. No, euro dollar, too slow. Okay, I'll pay myself 50 quid. What can I buy with 50 quid? Let's have a look at dollar Swiss. I haven't even got it on here. Why haven't I got it on there? That's weird. Okay, I have got it, but I just haven't put it on this one. I've got it on my other trading view. Dollar Swiss is not... What? Why is it correlated with gold? What? No. We're talking about Forex pairs. Dollar Swiss and gold. Okay, you can pay me £50. It probably is correlated in some way. But you can pay me £50 for giving me an absurd answer. USD Swiss. Let's have a look. Provide an explanation as to why the dollar Swiss and gold are correlated. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. Give the explanation. You might be able to educate a few, including myself, because I'm a bit dumb like that anyway. So, what do we got here? Dollar Swiss is the euro dollar and the dollar Swiss are the highest correlated pairs of all the Forex pairs. I think second to those is the pound dollar and the euro pound. But the most highly correlated pairs are dollar Swiss and euro dollar. Bear with me, let's type this in. Is there a... So yeah, what's your thoughts on dollar Swiss Zukito? What's your take on this? And then we can look at pound New Zealand. What is it you were looking at? What are you thinking? I mean, we understand that Switzerland's currency is the Swiss franc, and it does have a strong link with gold. So it tends to move along with gold because we know that 25% of Swiss. I was waiting for someone. Swissies got their money 80% backed by gold. That's it. That's it. I was waiting for you to. I was just checking to see. Yeah, because more than 25% of Switzerland's money is backed by gold reserves. So when gold goes up, Swissy goes up, and when gold goes down, Swissy goes down. So they're linked and pegged to that degree, to that extent, and that's cool. 25% or so. But anyway, yeah, about right. Anyway, so let's have a look at this. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is really good. I like that. I like it when people put information out there. It's good to know that people know these things. So make a note of it. So every time you're trading a currency pair, understand what factors or what can influence it. But also bear in mind that the dollar Swiss, look at the pairs. Look at the what it is. It's a US dollar and Swiss franc, and so if it's a dollar related move because you have dollar strength or dollar weakness, that dollar Swiss will move accordingly. Obviously, if gold is doing something, that's why somebody asked today about gold. Why is it not doing that? Because it's that. Sometimes sometimes things aren't 100%. Yes, I need to brush up on my thing. I forgot to explain it properly. But I wanted someone else to do it. Today's Friday. I wanted someone else to explain it. So I'm glad. So, Mr. Sander, thank you for the explanation and for the breakdown. Yeah, it's good. Make me look dumb. I don't care. It's fine. Actually, I don't need any help with that. No, he just comes in to ask for a. Oh, look at that! Look at gold go. Gold is going. Let's look for correlation. Wow, look, dollar Swiss is really moving. Oh, look at that dollar Swiss go. It's gone past that, mate. It's just smacked up. It's just did a 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 72.80. So what's the news? Canadian retailers, London Mayor, no. Britain's top warehouse, no. Canadian dollars, no. We have anything going on at the close of the hour? Do you see any news? Anything that's influencing gold at the moment? Anything? No, because gold just spiked up. Just did a 120 pip move up, pumped up. Very nice. Very nice. Anyone long on gold? I'm not. I was just waiting now. We've allowed it to come off the lows, and potentially this could be the start of the move up. Now they're moving it at 2 o'clock. So US traders are coming in and they're moving it. And what's going on with dollar Swiss? Okay, so we've just had a close there. Let's have a look at it on a 1 hour. See the correlation. You've got to bear in mind that dollar Swiss is pretty sluggish. It's not the best. It doesn't give up a lot. So I use it as a correlated pair with the euro dollar, and the euro dollar just can move quite nicely at times, but even that's a little bit average, aren't they? So, yeah, Elon Musk, yeah. So we could do something like take that high, take that low, dollar Swiss, see the 50% pullback. Is it 50%? It's looking like a 50%, isn't it? Roughly. Where's my fibs have gone? Let's have a look at this 50%. So let's put a 50 on there. Yep. Let's extend it. Yep. Bang on the money. Nice, very nice. Let's get rid of. Let's leave that on there as well, in case people get confused. 50%. You could see it had pulled back 50%. So are we going to see a bit of a sell-off now, a bit of a pullback, a bit of a dip? with pound dollar and euro dollar. A bit of buying maybe with dollar Swiss. Or will it just be a little bit of a corrective pullback? Think about resting at this support halfway mark. I don't know, but what you say is, because it's got this here, what you say is if you want to take this short, it needs to break 89.33. It needs to break this support. So a break of support, you short it, and what you do then, you short it to the next fib, the 61.8. Then you short it to the next fib, the 76.4. So 8,900s. 8,900 is quite nice. That's quite a nice level, nice round number to short it down to for about 40, 50 pips. Obviously, if it's holding support here and it's trying to bounce up, then you'll maybe want to see it go back up to 9,000. And then you want to keep an eye on the euro dollar, which I expect the euro dollar to go down. So then switch it over to the euro dollar because that's correlated. And that's got a 764 strategy in play. So that could be a good marker. Look, it's coming off there. It's done the move. So that's tied in quite nicely. You caught the break of gold at 75. Good. So you got your money's worth. Or did you close out at 76? Caught the break and then snatched it. Caught the break and then you wobbled. Caught the break and then closed out at break even, or for 5 pips. What happened? You still in it? You're holding this to infinity and beyond? This guy cracks me up. He either snatches profit too soon or holds to infinity and beyond. There's never any middle ground. There's no happy median. Alright, anyway. What else are we looking at? Oh, pound. You wanted to have a look at the pound dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. I tried to close at 76, but it slipped my TP. Yeah, funny. Let me just adjust something on this gold at the minute so I can see what's going on here. It's like an inverted head and shoulders on gold at the moment as well. It's quite nice. You can see it on the smaller time frames. You just extend. Let's see where it's going back up to. Yeah, that's just pumping. That's the move to the upside. It was a bit later than expected, but that's the move. Nice. Good. Hopefully you guys made some money taking it long. Let me just see if I can fix it at least. Come on, let me adjust my fibs here. Okay, oh there it is. There's the point. So take it down to there. Oh yeah, cool. And then we want to do it here as well. Before we do pound dollar, it would make no sense if we didn't look at gold. So I want to look at gold. This is what we wanted to see. This is what we were waiting for. See some sort of reversal. Now potentially we're having a reversal candle, which tells us that this could well be the start of a bullish move up, which would make perfect sense at this level. Okay, so good strong support here, good strong support, and it's flying up, and it's actually made that move in 1, 2, 3, less than 10 minutes. You know, in the first 3 minutes it had already given 100 plus pips in about 3 minutes. So you can see the attraction with trading gold. But yeah, so you just sit patiently and wait, and you know roughly around this time every day, between sort of 7 o'clock US time. Now what's the time? About 9 o'clock US time. Something always happens with gold, or has been, or if you're going to see some movement, it does move quite nicely. A bit later today than it has done all week, which is about 12 o'clock London time to 2 o'clock London time, 12 till 2 in the afternoon. But yeah, if there's a reversal on gold, any potential, well, allow it to pump up, which it's doing its pump, and then just see if it starts, if it can close and hold with some bullish intention, then maybe next week you can come in and trade with the trend, which might be an upward movement. But you have to bear in mind that weekly and monthly have both been bearish. So if it pumps up like this so quickly, I'd take some profit off and bag some pips on this. And would I try and jump on this move long? No. Looking for an entry on it, it's a bit too difficult because it's moved so aggressively. Now, unless you jumped on that move immediately and went with some form of MT strategy to go with the momentum to the upside, it's not giving us an opportunity. So forget trying to chase hype and chase movements. You can just trade consistently, bagging 0.5% every day, 1% every day. Risk 0.5%, make 1%. Do that consistently. I set a challenge. I said, can somebody, can you set yourself a 5-day trading challenge and do this? Can you do this? Can you do that? That's your focus, not chasing price action like that. I mean, that's a bit of fun, but it's this is what you want. You want some consistency, so that when you do see stuff like that happening, you make some money on it. You don't make some money on it. It doesn't phase you because you're better than that. You're able to trade consistently. I am the best hindsight trader in the business. That's right. If reversal on gold, any potential entry? Yes, I've done that one. Okay, any more questions? Anything else? We're going to go and move on to try and do this. This is a challenge. Forget those challenges. This is a challenge. Oh, what percentage do you think will become successful? I think that the ones that become successful, the ones that are going to be sticking at this for the next 2 or 3 years and having to go through all the pain of what this job entails. It's not an easy job because there are a lot of dreamers in this business at the moment, and it's just they don't want to put the work in. Their work ethic is very low. It's non-existent. They would rather spend 20% of their time, if that, actually trying to learn implementing the strategy. So I have 3 strategies. You could take one of those strategies and backtest it on, say, the Aussie dollar or a currency pair that you like. You're choosing your favorite currency pair. Backtest it on a 1-hour chart. Look for 100 trades. Go back over the last 6 to 12 months. You will find 100 setups. And then repeat the process and do it with the next strategy and then the next strategy, all on a 1-hour time frame. And then if you want to do some more, you want to go on a higher time frame, the 4-hour time frame. It will be less work involved. Maybe look for 50 setups with the 4-hour, because it's a high time frame, so you may not see as many setups. And then do the same with the daily and a weekly and a monthly, and maybe set yourself 20. Look for 20 trades setting up on that strategy on the high time frames, like the daily, the weekly, the monthly. Maybe the monthly, look for 10 setups over the last 5 years or so, or the last 20 months, whatever. That's how you build your consistency, because you're building your confidence and competence at the same time. You're gaining your understanding as to how these strategies work. You're seeing results firsthand, live in the market environment. You're not risking anything, so your emotions don't need to be tested. You can focus on the job then, emotionless, and focus on the job at hand. It's the only way you're going to do it. Only way. And then your risk management is key. 0.5%. Somebody didn't do the 0.5% yesterday. They went long on gold. It went short. They went short. It went long. It chopped them up a little bit. They didn't stick to their risk as 0.5%. So they had a really good week, and it all come undone yesterday. And they gave back a shit ton of money yesterday because they went against everything. Their discipline, it fell apart. Came apart at the seams. And it happens. You have to go through the pain to become successful. Are you ready? Yes. I want to hear, yeah, come on, shout, so that your family turn around and think, why is this guy shouting at the screen, or why is that woman screaming at the screen? Virtual, yeah, virtual high five. Right, anything else? Last one. Moving on to pound New Zealand, and then we're done. 2 years ago, Alex was living on the streets. Now look at him, YouTube star. Everyone can make it with dedication. Dear. Anyway, where are we at with this? Let's go up to a weekly, monthly. So monthly is good on pound New Zealand. Yeah, it's the same really. We have been quite conservative in the movement with pound New Zealand. It's pretty much the same with the pound Aussie as well. we need Jason for entertainment value, because everyone else is just boring as exactly. It's just all you want to do is look at charts. And ask me questions like, "What do you think's gold? What do you think gold's gonna do? What's it gonna do next?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna go up a bit. It's gonna go down a bit. It's gonna go up a bit more. It's gonna go down a lot more. And when it goes down a bit, you're gonna go up a bit. And when it goes up a bit, you're gonna go down a bit." And yeah, that's it. So yeah, there's New Zealand. I'm looking for a pump on New Zealand. You know, we've had 3 months so far. 3 months. So we've had 2 good months, and we're still in the 3rd month. 3 good months of just some pretending to be bullish, but hasn't made that move yet. Hasn't committed. And then we did try this week, and then today we've had a bit of a pullback, haven't we? Back to test previous structure where we're breaking out on pound New Zealand. So these are the ones to look at if you're looking for some momentum to the upside. It needs to break higher though, and it's just not. It's just in a range bound bit of price action. So there may be hope for it yet. It's coming back down to test previous structure. Let's see if it finds some support, shall we? See if it can find some support. Previous low. Previous range, broke out the range, coming back, find some support here, and then maybe make a move up. And then if it makes a move up, pound New Zealand and pound Aussie, and these pairs make some committed move up, they might be the next. They might be the next one, the next move to happen, and make the next place you could make some money with some bullish price action. But right now, it just it gave back more than it actually gave to the upside yesterday with this move up. So yeah, so that's why I haven't really done anything with the euro Aussie, euro New Zealand, pound Aussie. Those pairs, I'll keep them on my charts on my screen for correlation, and I will do that. I'll always do that. Keep them for correlation to see if it's a pound move or a euro move. But I really don't like trading this price action. This is not nice, is it, really? It's totally manipulated. It's a similar what we just talked about. There's the consolidating price action, and it's just quite nasty, really, if you don't know what you're doing here. Consolidated, broke out, and then what did it do? It broke out, faked you, dropped back. So if you made some money on the breakout, yesterday was good. Yesterday was pound move all day, bullish price action on the GBP, across the board, bullish. Make your money, going long, job done. Then what? You're trying to buy it still? Trying to buy it back up? Well, yeah, look, it came back to test previous structure. And then it decided that it wanted to just stop everyone out and take, make sure that you're back down into the mix. And even if you had just stops down here, back to break even, it's just not nice, really. So range bound price action, not one I can really, there's no setups on it. No setups. Okay, so any final questions? We're done. Anything else? Otherwise, we're done. Final thoughts? Good, I'm going to do a podcast over the weekend. Do another episode. So stay tuned for that. And have a lovely weekend if you don't have any more questions. We are done. That's what we want to do. We want to just go on an island, somewhere like that, and just chill out. That is off the coast of California. I forget what it's called. The weather, the weather's going to be nice this weekend. The weather's going to be good. We are going to ride. I'm going to go riding. Going to ride my bicycle. FTMO's going okay, mate. It's all going good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, all good. We'll update some results maybe the end of the month to see how we get on. Yeah. Maybe. See how I feel. Okay. Thanks, guys. It's recorded. You can watch it back if you want to just scroll through bits and pieces to see what the analysis was for your specific currency pairs that you're trading, or whether it's gold or but otherwise, we're good. I didn't even look at this. Oh, look at this Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just there, isn't it? Bitcoin. Love a bit of Bitcoin. I just think it's going to crash down to 42. Let's get it down to 42 with divergence. Hold on, what are we looking at? The weekly's strong though. Weekly's got some good movement to the upside, busting on up through. But is that one? What happens if I remove that? Should that remove it from there as well? Oh, that's a bit rubbish. Have a good weekend, everyone. Have a good weekend. It was that I didn't stick. Ah, yes. There you go. You actually motivated me to post that and share that because you didn't stick to your 0.5% risk. You motivated me. There you go. I'll see if we can do something about podcasting. I don't know, some podcasts on some psychology, something to stick into something. I don't know. We'll have a think. See what we can come up with.